Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bishop and Kokodash, and giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the elect. Starting with the Rashim of the prophets, the Heeds, 144,000 choice men, each of the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the preachers of the gospel, will preach unto the rest of the remnant of the 1/3 maybe on the children who are not prophets that will have the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Will hear the voice of the Lord as the sheep and will follow Yahweh Shai. Preserved, all right, from the coming destruction. Though, of course, the righteous shall be scarcely saved, and the Lord will require them from the number of the election. They're written in the book of life. They are, of course, the elect, the remnant. So 2/3 will be cut off here and die in America. There's going to be great judgment here in this earth. Ultimately, great judgment would be the nuclear missiles that's going to hit America in different various places that the Lord ordained that has to be cleansed. Okay, and this new world order take over by the Lord. Okay, you will have, of course, financial collapse, various calamities, law, or warlike law being implemented. Of course, a new financial system with the Sharat, all right, that incision of the implantable technology, okay, which is the C-hip, all right, and we're going to see all that hell break loose. And hey, we see why. So, of course, give double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone. And I'm the brother of Mappa from the great millstone Plaintables camp of Philadelphia. So, I have here Survival Lily. She's an Austrian chick who talk about a lot of alternative news. What's going on in Europe as of January 2024, which it just became January 2024, but we're already pretty much approaching the midst of it as it just started, because the days are shorter, for the elect's sake. And we see another reason why, the Lord will have to shorten the days for the elect's sake, because all of this vanity that we are subjected to, and if we were continue to be here, we wouldn't be able to make it. Okay, let's get this real quick. In the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, it tells you that this is Matthew 24 and 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not from since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." So the days are being shortened for the elect's sake. And I'm going to give you one of the different vanities why we have to get out of here.
Year 2024 here in Europe. So first of all, I would like to present some good news, which is this study here. So now there's hope for long COVID patients.
Let me get to the bad news.
Perspective on the far European Union. News I want to bring to you is this article. In this article, it says that Austrians, they are most opposed to the European Union from all of the European countries.
So you have that division. Okay, you have it, Austria, which Austria they have been a member of the EU, the European Union, since the 1995, a Euro area member since 1999, and a Schengen area member since 1997. Okay, you have countries that already left the EU, which that'd be the UK. with the Brexit. All right. The EU, you have it, is the 10 horns. All right. Originally spawning from 10, right? And then you have it like currently about what? 27 member states. Okay. X out United Kingdom. Okay. Now, this is let me see something. This is Book of Revelation. Or, well, you gotta I'll get it in the Book of Revelation, chapter 17 and 12. And it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as of yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. All right, the 10 horns are you got the EU. All right. These are vassals of this new Roman Empire. Okay, the deadly wound that was healed. Okay. You had, of course, and John was on the Isle of Patmos during the ancient Roman Empire. All right. And then you have the rebirth. Okay. And you have it, the beast, NATO and the EU. And you have like America. All right. That will come out. To ride upon that, come out of Britain and ride upon that scarlet colored beast, But yeah, it goes on. It says in Revelation 17 and 9. I'm just bouncing around. It says, and here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains or governments going into Esau's major power structure countries, such as the French, the British, the Spanish, and Romans, the Greeks, Germain the Major, Germain the Minor. Okay, that's your 7. Okay, heeds. All right. Give Esau's power on which the woman sitteth. The woman is America. All right. Now, they're supposed to be having one mind, but you seeing that division within the kingdom. The people, they don't even want, like you said, these different member states. When you go into the clay, the iron with the miry clay. With the you got the different European countries. Part of this Roman Empire, the fourth beast, it talks about the end. It says, Daniel chapter 2 and verse 40, it says, in the fourth kingdom, being Rome, shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron breaketh all these, shall break in pieces and bruise. Okay, and the Roman Empire is very powerful, and iron benefited them much, especially in warfare. All right. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay and part iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay, and as the toes of the feet, all right, like the 10 toes, okay, EU, right, iron and part clay, which you have the strong European nations, which they are waning in strength. You had Britain, but UK left. The EU, okay, They want to do their own thing, strike their own trade, trade agreements separate from the EU. They want to save that income that they will be contributing to the EU. Which you have the clay, like the weaker nations, within the EU. You have stronger ones such as like Germany, and France at this time, and then you got like, weaker nations, such as, you go into like even like Poland, we go into pigs economics, but let me see. I'm gonna get some economically weak countries in the EU real quick. That have to be supported by the stronger countries. The poorest countries in the European Union: Albania, Ukraine, Serbia, Bulgaria, North Macedonia, Czech Republic, Georgia, Romania, Hungary, Kosovo, Croatia, Estonia. Okay. And let's see what else. Albania. Yeah, so you have it. EU economies gain from economic integration, which results in higher intra or within EU trade and more completion. The single market is an integrated, right? There's a common market, Formerly, you had the Europe EEC, European Economic Community, but now it's the EU. Ancient common markets, right? The single market is integrated economic area that is open and non-discrimination way to all sectors and individuals, in contrast to other free trade agreement. All right. What economic benefits of EU membership? You have it. Enables most goods, services, and money to people to move freely throughout the continent. So you could be in a poorer place and then move from a less poorer place. But now, like you said, which I'm gonna make out my point with this this kingdom. Hey, the curses are starting to hit the place. So the curses that befall the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, are hitting now these like you say, the European Union, and you have it where there's things that they would be obviously living at the heaven, now it's turned into a hell. Okay, because we're gonna go back to this.
So here's this graph on the survey that was conducted, and Austria is on the far right here, with 22% of people having a negative perspective on the European Union. 35% were neutral, and 42% were still positive about the
And it's worse than that.
European Union. So most people, they still are positive.
Yeah, she actually she swallowed like, ugh. She don't believe that because she's one of the ones that's not happy. Okay, because she's an Austrian.
About the European Union and about the advantages that it brings, but more and more people are also negative about it because there are a lot of things happening that the Austrians don't like.
Exactly.
Now, one thing I dislike about the European Union is that they have allowed genetically modified feed to be imported to Austria. And that's...
Yeah, so now what was prior not allowed is being allowed. I'm going to get this precept real quick. Deuteronomy, either the 30th chapter or 31st chapter. It tells you. See if I can get that. Around the 7th verse. And it says here, "And the Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." Okay, so you have it, that the various curses which you read in Deuteronomy 28, chapter, are starting to hit them. Okay, the Edomites. Okay, these heathen. Okay, so what was now heaven is now turned into a hell. Okay, where they could eat good food. Even some of the curses, like say like this. This is Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, and verse 13. I'll start even above the defiled bread. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and 9. "Take thou unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel." This was commanded to Ezekiel. "And make thee bread thereof according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days thou shalt eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time thou shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure." And it says the 6th part of a hin. "From time to time thou shalt drink it." It's like rationing. "And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight." So that's shite within your food. All right. Shite was put within your food. All right. And Yahweh said, "Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them." Okay. You have it. The word for defiled is tamah. Should be here, tamah. Okay. So you would have Banya, the sons or children, sons really. Yasharallah, Israel, definitely Oth. Lacham, which bread. Lachamim, which lacham goes into bread, and the ma at the end as the prefix or the suffix makes it there, masculine plural. To ma, which is being being defiled or pure, impure, unclean, ethically, religiously. Okay. And so you got shite in your fid. Okay. And that's being hit to the heathen now. Okay. At a high rate, because look, you had it, like I said, these different European, they banned them things. Going there again.
It's because the European Union has basically eliminated the ban on GMO feed. So in Austria, it was always forbidden to import GMO feed for animals, but the European Union has eliminated the ban on GMO feed. Yeah, and this is what they have allowed to happen in Austria, and this is against the will of Austrian citizens. So we Austrians were always against genetically modified foods. It was always banned in Austria. The majority of the population is against it, and the choice of the majority should be what we are doing in Austria. Otherwise, this is not a democracy. So this is why I'm really disappointed in the European Union, and this is not the only thing that I don't like anymore. So more things happened, and this
the different within the framework of the EU. Okay, they have it where the the different member states, they gotta abide by these they'll vote on things, and then they have these rules. Okay. So now you're seeing the corruption due to the EU being a governing of all these different European conglomerate vassals. Okay. Now, they got to deal with this. okay, against their will, where they have their opinion. Nah, we don't want that. But since the EU is for it, they have to stand for it and be with it because they're subjected to it. EU, all right, legislation.
This is one of the things that contribute to this survey. But now they're different.
That's one of the reasons why people don't like how Austrians ain't liking how things are going on in Europe.
Topics why people are looking at the European Union very critically. Okay, here you can see an article about how much the...
And that's it. So, just wanted to leave that as a thing. We can no longer... we have it, brothers. We said, like, yeah, man, they banned, GMOs over there. Well, hey, you have it. They lift that ban, so they got GMO feed within it, which, will make different... organisms that eat it, they will be basically different, all right, degenerated from its original state, all right, from the fit it's eating it. So that's it for the lesson. Shalom to the elect.